Howdy, Rod.
Welcome. How are you?
Oh, if you're a fan of movies, I'm sorry for your many, many losses this week.
Yeah, it's been a rough week for that.
And if you're a fan of TV series, I'm sorry for the lack of TV series this week, except for Bridgerton, if you're into that.
If you're into that, yeah, I heard that's very good.
I
But
heard it's
we'll
very
get
good
into that.
too.
We'll get into that briefly.
Yeah, so okay, you have that. Oh, and WandaVision. So
And
you
One
have that,
Division, yeah.
at least. And if you're a fan of gaming, you're in heaven.
You're in for it.
You're really in for it. So much has happened in gaming, and I can't wait to get to that. But we have two other segments to get through first.
Exactamo.
TV shows.
Let's get into it.
Was it TV shows you said to first? Yeah, TV shows. Yeah, there's
Yeah, we'll get to it.
yeah,
Quiet week.
it's quiet, but let's get the obvious one out of the way.
One Division.
Yeah, good.
One Division. So episode 3. Oh, it's picking up.
Oh, I heard.
Oh, it's picking up and it's getting good.
Yeah, I heard that.
There was definitely more of an explanation
Mm.
of what is going on.
Yeah.
Which is great, because I was kind of worried that they would leave it to like the last episode,
Whoops.
but it's
Mm.
definitely becoming more explained, more kind of getting an idea of what might be going on,
All right.
which is kind of cool. But that episode was brilliant. It's the first episode. It's the first episode in full color. It's literally called "This One's in Color" or something like that.
Oh, it's WandaVision color or something.
Yeah, so something like that. But it's like the first one that isn't in black and white.
Mm.
And it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've only
It was
heard
pretty
like
cool.
I've only heard that this one is quite an awesome episode.
Oh, definitely.
It's good that they're starting to explain things again. I was going to say something else about the show. You keep ranting for. Oh yeah, there's a load of like dark theories about what her fake world
Oh, yeah.
actually is.
There is massive dark theories, and like there's really really dark theories, and like they're saying that like at the end of this one there's gonna be like the new villain, but I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening either.
I don't see it happening for the simple fact that it already did happen. You
Yeah.
know, like it already did happen that she was the bad guy. So like I don't know. I think it would be a backward step for them to go back to
It
her
will be
being the bad
backwards.
guy.
Yeah. Another theory I saw was that I didn't read into too much. I just saw like a brief snippet was apparently this. Oh, not apparently. Sorry, this fake world could be a prison for witches.
What?
I know. There's two ones I
No,
saw. That's for a prison for witches, and that the other one is her fake world is just built up on her trauma.
Yeah, but there is hints of that though.
Yeah,
so that,
I was
that one
gonna
is
say.
true.
There's elements to that one that like was as we said last episode. I think the ads are like her bad memories.
Yeah, but there's also a theory that the ads are people from the outside trying to get information to her, like trying to get like a message to her.
So in the very first one, a new toaster was released.
Yeah, but like there's a timer on there's like a time thing on the toaster and things like that, and like just little things like what was the ad yesterday? Trying to think. It was a really weird one too. I can't remember, but there's definitely this episode. There was definitely a lot more of like what's going on. Even like the characters were in it were more kind of aware that something's going on. You know,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
cool as
more of
developing
that.
like that.
Oh, definitely, it was really cool. But yeah, it's become very very good, and I'm very excited to see where this is going.
I saw one thing, however, that I'm not too happy about, and that's it's either producers, creators, directors, some representative from Disney was like, "Oh yeah, if you want to watch the future Marvel movies, you're gonna have to watch this."
Yeah. See, yeah, I don't like that.
No, bit of a bitch move.
It's a bit of a like, oh come on, you have to watch this. Like, watch it.
Yeah,
watch it.
what?
They're
Come
kind
on.
of forcing you to watch it.
Yeah, come on. It's not even like you're forcing to watch it. It's you're forcing them to get a Disney Plus subscription just to watch
Yeah,
WandaVision.
yeah,
If you're that
exactly.
into Marvel,
Like,
and there's definitely people that are that into Marvel who will do it. And I'm into Marvel as well,
exactly. Yeah,
but I don't. I've been putting off. I have so many other things to watch, play, and read and game that
yeah,
I don't want to watch it just yet.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like, I do think it will be important
Oh yeah,
to
same.
the storyline of the MCU, obviously. Um, but yeah, that's a bit of a bitch move.
It's a bit of a bitch move.
Like, I would have preferred if they came out where like, oh, this show is part of the MCU universe, so it will have implications to future movies. That's
Mm.
it. Don't be like, oh, you have to watch this.
Yeah, I don't
You
understand
know?
what the hell's going on. Watch this already confusing show as it is. Now, okay,
Yeah,
I guess I won't feel as bad if it is just the one season type of thing, and it's like this limited
yeah.
series where it's just these 9 episodes. Was it
9, yeah, 9.
9? If it's just these 9 episodes, you just watch it. They're like what? They're around half an hour to 40 minutes each. They're not too long. That is Mandalorian level. Maybe not as
Yeah,
engaging as Mandalorian. God, I love that show. I miss it. I literally the other day just started randomly singing the theme. Haven't seen it in ages. Just randomly started singing it. Fucking love it so much. But so I don't mind it too much if it's a small series. But if they release a second season and it explains shit then, and that's the actual important season, but you don't know what that season's happening unless you watch the first season, and you have to watch 2 seasons of this one show to understand the movies, then it's going to get even worse.
yeah. Like, they asked the director recently, is there going to be a season 2? And they refused to either confirm or deny.
Mm.
But like you said, like, I don't want to say much because like it's spoilers or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't see this going on for more than a season,
Yeah, me too.
because like obviously it's not like what's happening isn't reality. Like, that's obvious. You know, that's obvious. So like, you can't keep this like fictional thing going on for multiple seasons without people just going, "Oh, come on, will you just get on with it?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like that was the main thing going into or at least when I saw all the trailers to it, it's like, it's a fictional place. There's only so much of that characters could take before they go, hang on the fuck, we just need to get a way out of this.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was a bit more of a dark element in this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah,
Like, it was more eerie than a sitcom.
yeah, I saw another thing saying how a certain event, I won't say what it is, a certain event in the show is setting up a disturbing ending. I'm like, can this?
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised though, because of I know exactly what you're on about.
Mm,
But
I
that
hope
goes
so.
back to her fears, you know. So
Yeah,
it could be.
God knows.
God knows, yeah. But like, it is definitely really cool, and like, we got to see a bit more of the CGI, more
Cool.
of like more powers being used.
All right.
Not a lot, you know,
Yeah.
just a little bit. It's not bad, you know. You
Good.
remember we were saying that we weren't sure if it was good or bad. It
Yeah.
was not bad.
Okay.
know?
Okay. Not great.
Like, there wasn't much to see, you
Okay.
know. It was kind of just like a little poof, and it was
A
done.
poof here and there.
A poof here and there, and like really speedy boy, but like
Speedy boy.
a speedy boy.
Well, last time they put a Speedy Boy into CGI, they had to get it remade, but that was a hedgehog.
But yeah, excited for the next one. You know, it is definitely very, very cool, very, very weird. But I do understand why people are like, nah, not my cup of tea. I
Oh, yeah.
see it. I do see it.
Absolutely.
But when it's over and they realize how awesome it is, they're going to be the first ones to be watching it 24/7 till they finish it and be like, oh, that was great.
Probably, yeah.
Because this will end very good. Because I do think that this will lead into either Spider-Man
Yeah.
or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Olsen herself, I think, teased something about Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, because isn't it like the multiverse? So like this could end with like Wanda just absolutely losing the plot and opening up a multiverse, leading into Spider-Man 3.
Not only Spider-Man 3. If you open up the multiverse, it would also lead into Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, yeah. What's called Doctor Strange? Multiverse of Madness.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah, like
A lot of theories.
just this, yeah, a lot of theories, but it's definitely going to start picking up in the next few episodes, I think, because it already did.
Yeah, but it sounds of it at least.
Yeah, yeah,
Alright.
and it's really cool because like you see the set develop because it's kind of like moving in a time period, and it's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
anywho,
Anyway, yeah, from setting up of one movie universe to just setting up a lot of other stories. There's a lot of prequel shows in development that we're starting to get information about. Two main ones I will discuss is the Game of Thrones one that's being developed.
Yeah.
What's that called again? House of Dragon?
I don't think it has an official name yet, does it?
I don't know, but I thought something like that. I assume it's about Targaryens and shit like that.
Yeah.
And we have the Cassian Andor show in the Star Wars universe. Also getting like multiple seasons, I think it was.
Yeah, and that's kind of like a prequel thing.
Yeah, it's before Rogue One and a Rogue. Okay, hang on. It's a prequel series for a prequel movie to a sequel trilogy.
to the sequel trilogy.
Which the sequel trilogy is in the old sequel trilogy, which was before the original. The new prequel trilogy, which came after the original sequel trilogy, and then there's a new sequel trilogy after the original sequel trilogy, which came before the original. No, the prequel.
That's the one.
Actually,
It's a prequel to a sequel to a prequel, okay?
Prequel to a sequel. So hey, it's a prequel to a prequel to a sequel trilogy.
Yeah, that's the one. That's
My
the
God,
one.
why do they make it so fucking weird?
You try to bring in all of the trilogies.
I mean, just look like that's just one. That's just Star Wars. That's not even saying Mandalorian or the other ones or Solo or. Hey, that's it.
You're going down a path. Let's bring you back.
Okay.
So Game of Thrones prequel, it's in development now.
Development. Both are in development.
Stages. Yeah.
I just
How
want
do
to
you
know.
feel about that?
Yeah, I just want to know about how we feel about prequel series because we discussed it a little bit about how like, oh, we know what characters are coming up and we know if we see them in it, we don't have to be worried about it.
Yeah.
So there's another actually there's another theoretical sequel trilogy prequel. Too many equals going on. Okay, I'm good. The other one is the Lord of the Rings series. Because the sequel again, which was wrong, is the series that's set well back before Lord of the Rings itself. So we have this Cassian Andor one, which is I don't know if it's going to be good or not because we know this character lives. We know he's going to get introduced to a droid. We know there's going to be more than one season, so he knows that the droid's going to come in season 2. And we also have the similar thing with with the House of Dragon. It's going to be called now Game of Thrones, where if it is Targaryens, we know the dad's insane. We know so much about the story of it already. I don't know why there's a point in going back to it. But
Exactly.
when we look
Why
at
go back?
yeah, but if you look at the Lord of the Rings one, it's so far back. It's in the second era, like the second age of Sauron, I think is what it's called, and that's so far back. We know one thing that happens in it, which is Sauron, obviously, but there's so much other stuff in that area that they seem to be looking at exploring. So there's two different things there. One we know everything about, and one we know nothing about. And I can assure you, you can guess which one I'm more excited about.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, 100%. Like, I just hate when they go back. I just hate it. I hate it, and I've pretty much like I feel like I'm a broken record here, just repeating myself every episode where something like this happens. It's just annoying. Just go forward. Going back is counterproductive.
Yeah,
It
unless
really
it's
is.
like just the Lord of the Rings world. But yeah, if you don't go back far enough, if you just go back to other characters.
Yeah, yeah, because like the Star Wars had the right idea, because he already had the story for the 1, 2, and 3, but he didn't want to make he needed to make 4, 5, and 6,
Yeah.
and then he went back and explored Anakin's upbringing. That's fine because he was already like that was part of the story, but I don't see this working out. I just don't see it for a TV show.
Mm.
It's just I don't see it. It's annoying.
I don't see it because we already know so much about everything. We just know so much about it, and it's similar to the
Exactly.
Game of
Yeah.
Thrones movie. We know so much. If it is, I'm almost certain it is the house. Where's my phone? There it is. I'm almost certain it is about House Targaryen, and it's set on 90 years, I think, before
That's not
the
far
events
enough.
of the actual series itself. Game of
That if
Thrones.
it is 90 years, that is most definitely not far enough.
Yeah. God.
Because that'll just be
What?
the Mad King story.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think it is literally just the House of Dragon, the Targaryens.
Nah, that's not on.
Yeah.
Like it'll be good. They'll do a good job at it, like they did with Game of Thrones. I'm sure they will.
Until season what 6? They're just
Yeah,
waiting.
through season 6. Yeah, I don't know. HBO's
Prequel
developed a prequel based on the
series.
Tales of Dunk Egg novellas, set 90 years before.
That might be a different thing now. Yeah, it's called. Wait. Yeah, there's a House of Dragon, which is the one that we're thinking of.
Yeah,
Uh, which is going to be about. It's going to come. Obviously, it's coming to HBO. Will House of Dragon have dragons?
is that a question?
That's a question
Like that on
that
Google? Like
that someone asked. Yeah.
no,
Yeah, no.
no. No, it is. Yeah, it's here. The HBO is moving forward with House of Targaryens. Yeah, it is called that.
Yeah,
House of
absolutely.
Dragon. Sorry, House of the Dragon.
House of Dragons. Yeah.
House of the Dragon. Yeah. Um, but obviously there's gonna be dragons. That's the whole thing of the Mad King, that he had a bunch of dragons,
A bunch of big flappy fire breathing dragons. Yeah, like
big
why
flappy
has
wings.
that? You
Like,
dunce.
I'm sure they do a good job, and I'm sure it's gonna be like nice to be able to like visually see the story rather than like characters explaining what happened in the past.
Yeah.
But again, we know exactly what happens in the end.
Yeah, we know
It's
everything that happens.
Yeah, we know like the Mad King is obviously dead. Like that's just straight away. That's massive, you know.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. As soon as you see him, it'll be cool to see him, but it'll be like you
Yeah,
die.
it's like you're dead. All these dragons are dead. Like we know exactly what's gonna happen. Like and like it's obviously gonna end with the Mad King dying, and like we see Daenerys and her brother put on a boat and sent away, and
Yeah,
that's it. That's literally how it's gonna end.
yeah. We we know way too much of it already, and I'm also
Yeah.
looking at it here. Apparently, it's the entire show is based on an unfinished narrative. Not even narrative. It's like an unfinished book.
Oh, here.
Yeah, so it's
Remember
on.
where
So
that went
first off,
last
they're
time.
making the same fucking mistake as they did with the original one,
Yeah.
and they're going back to a prequel that's not far enough back.
Yeah, no. It's a mistake.
It is a mistake. Like
It's just not far back enough.
no,
That's the issue. It's
it's
not,
not.
far back enough.
If they did anything like Lord of the Rings, because I'm after hearing, because by the sounds of it, since it's gone so far back, um, it's dealing in the book called the Silmarillion, and I haven't read that,
Yeah.
and it's not one. Well, it's one that like Lord of the Rings fans will know about, but it's not one that a load of people would have read. And one of my roommates here has read, and she was going on about some of the events that can occur in it, and
Yeah.
if they do that type of shit, fuck yes. And if they do it well, even though there's $1 billion put into it, so I would assume that it's just going to be Lord of the Rings just in series form, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
then like this is going to be the perfect example of a show that goes back in time to like the same world in a different era, and is just as
Yeah.
good, and it's going to be fucking unreal.
Yeah, exactly. Like it can be done well, but like this specific one cannot be done well. I don't think.
Yeah,
Like what are we gonna have? Like winter's coming. Like, but we know it didn't come till
Yeah.
later on. You know, and like, are we even gonna have like the Night King? And are we gonna have like the origins of the Night King as well? Like seeing him develop his arm. That's pointless.
yeah, absolutely.
Because we literally know what happens to him. That's like, wow, he did this for nothing.
Yeah, it's like,
You know?
yeah, it's like having an entire movie about a zombie apocalypse where you find the cure, and then you go back, and then the next movie is the beginning of the zombie apocalypse where the zombies are growing really big and strong. You don't care because you know the cure happens the movie beforehand.
Exactly. Like you, yeah, exactly. Like, you literally showed the ending. So if you're gonna keep going, you go forward, or you go really
Way
far
back.
back. Like, really far back.
Yeah. Like also what the Star Wars is actually doing with was it the High Republic? Is that what it was called? High Republic, yeah. Like that's going well back as well. That's going a few hundred years back, or a few thousand, not hundreds, I'm sure anymore. It's going a few hundred
Yeah.
years back, so that's going well enough back that we don't know most of the characters. We might see Yoda because he'd be a young lad then, but
Young boy, yeah.
It's
Exactly,
going
like,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like you'll be able to, you'll never be able to escape a character. You're obviously gonna know some of the characters, you know.
yeah,
That's just a given. But you can't. Like, you have to go really far back, like
Yeah.
really far back. But they didn't, so
they did, and now we're here with two shows that we already know what happens. We know what characters come into it.
exactly, yeah.
Like the only statement Grace can see about the Cassian Andor series is seeing pretty much the birth of the rebellion.
Yeah,
That's it though.
yeah, exactly.
And even then, we already kind of saw that in Rogue One when we see Princess Leia on Tantive 4.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So,
Like,
what's going to happen?
exactly. Like, I would like, you know what story I would like, and it can be it can be in that range, but like of Rogue One. It's kind of like the game, the Star Wars game. Oh, what's it called?
What?
The one with Cal.
Oh, yeah,
what's the
sorry,
name?
not Last Jedi, that's the shitty movie.
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order, thank you.
Fallen Order. A story, a movie or a TV show of that would be cool.
Mm.
Because it's characters we don't know in a time period we don't know, or like a time period in between 3 and 4,
Yeah.
where it can be like exactly like the game, a hidden Jedi, blah blah blah. Like, that's cool, and have its story go on a tangent that way,
Yeah. Something
just
like that.
away from the main, and just like this is on its own, but in that same universe.
Insane, yeah. Like if they do something like yeah, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I do wish they would go a little bit more away from the rebellion, the Empire, the First Order, the Star Wars, Jedi, the blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
As you're literally saying, like even the Mandalorian itself, I think that's why I fucking love it so much. Is because it's very,
it's on its own.
it's on its own. Like of course there's references to it,
Yeah,
but like it's not the end of the galaxy if this little kid gets like.
if Baby Yoda.
I can't say anything because it didn't. It came out too soon ago to say spoilers.
But
Yeah.
like, if anything happened on that show, like if anything remotely shocking to the show happened, it wouldn't affect anything else.
No,
I
very
think
rare.
that's what you're going at.
Yeah,
It wouldn't affect it. It wouldn't change the new trilogy. It wouldn't. It just wouldn't.
No.
You know, it would have no effect on it.
no, but it will
And-
still have an effect on you.
Yeah, it'll have an effect on me, and you and whoever watches it and fucking loves the show,
Yeah.
because it's like we are involved, we are invested in these characters. We're not invested in the Star Wars like line of trajectory of story. We don't care. We're
No.
invested in these characters here and now,
Yeah,
and
especially
that's
at
what
that
The
point.
Mandalorian did really well.
Yeah, just do something new, do something big, or not even big. Do something fucking small. Do like it was like what we said
Yeah, exactly.
plenty of times. Just do something. Do something. Like, I'm gonna use the word intimate. Do something intimate that we can like all get involved. Just do The Mandalorian. Give me
Yeah.
season 3 of The Mandalorian already.
Yeah. You know what I would like to see?
Oh no, I hate when you
I
say
would
this
like,
sometimes.
you know, I know this is going like completely the opposite way of what we were literally talking about, but I wouldn't mind to see kind of like a, not necessarily like a comedy,
Oh no.
but a lighthearted show of like stormtroopers on like the Death Star, or
Oh
like
fuck
just
yeah.
or just their normal day to day. Like
Oh,
I
fuck
would
yeah.
love to see that.
I would love to see more of a lighthearted thing about stormtroopers because like the one thing I absolutely loved of the final episode of season 1, which we can talk about because it's out long enough,
Yeah.
is there are those two stormtroopers, the two scout troopers who are just taking the piss.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that.
exactly. Exactly. And we don't get to see enough of stormtroopers. Like I would love for just a show like lighthearted. It doesn't have to be heavy hitting or.
You can
or
have the
whatever.
type of
Just-
moments. I'll say that much.
Yeah, it'll have its moments, but like lighthearted enough that like you can enjoy and just be like, oh wow, these stormtroopers are more than just the bad guys that can't shoot.
Yeah, because like,
Give me a story.
they even kind of hinted at it a bit in the new sequel trilogy. I think more so in God, Force Awakens, where like the two stormtroopers turn around the corner and they see Kylo Ren having a hissy fit, and they just stop and then turn around and walk the other way. Like there's hints to it constantly that they're just human. I would also love to see that. 'Cause, like
Exactly,
we had Rebels, so we see a load of like of the Rebel side of things, and like the other characters in Rebels and shit. We've seen the Clone Wars, so we've seen all the clones, we've seen all that stuff. Let's see the First Order and the Rebels and the not the Rebels, the Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're dead
Exactly.
right. I'd love
would be
that.
awesome.
I'd love something
would
like that.
That would be very cool. That would be something that I think most people, if done well, can be really, really enjoyed.
It'd also be something that wouldn't have
And,
any
like-
pressure on writers for like keeping canon or anything like that. They just take the piss out of it.
Yeah, exactly. It can just be a completely like on its own kind of a thing, and they're just like you can obviously have references of like a potential attack on something, and they have to go and they do or whatever. But just focus on these characters, and you could simply just do like season 1 is like the original stormtroopers, and then like season 2 you can just move on to like on the Death Star.
Yeah.
And then the next one is move on to a different set, and then just you can explore so many options. Like
There is. I genuinely wouldn't mind something like that. Just like something that I don't have to be constantly paying attention to. Because Mandalorian, I know, is absolutely brilliant, but you still have to be paying attention to a lot of it because there's so much shit in it that if you miss
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
you'll miss something. It just give me something stupid like this. I love it.
yeah, it would be literally like The Office or something. That it's just like it's funny, it's jokey, but if you're not like if you don't give it your 100% attention, you're okay. Like you could just still enjoy it. You know?
Yeah.
I'd love to see something like that, but we probably won't. So we'll move on.
Probably won't because that's what we want.
Exactly. Whatever we want, we don't get.
Yeah.
Apart from Obi-Wan, that's the only thing we've ever gotten that we wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of things that we don't want, there's only one word that explains movies, which is what we want to go into.
Oh, the word that no one wants to hear.
The word, well, yeah.
We've heard too many times.
The word that we've heard way
the
too
last
too
year.
often
Yeah.
has now come back with a fucking vengeance.
Yeah,
That
it was
word,
like,
of course, is delay.
yeah, it was literally like, oh, you think you're gonna get something? Nah.
Oh, you think?
It literally was like that.
Oh, you think TVs? You think movies are going to come back in 2021? Fuck no, go away.
Psych.
Here's how many? I'll find the list again. There's like 7.
Oh, too many.
Oh, well, there it is. Let me click the list at the bottom. Come on. This is how many people are here. People? Movies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 movies. So Nobody, Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, The Kingsman, No Time to Die, Last Night in Soho, Ghostbusters, excuse me, Afterlife, Morbius, Uncharted.
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place is another one. There's 10 actually in that case. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9. 9 in total.
Like, that's mad.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of movies.
And all just like, within a week. Here you are. You're hell.
It was literally like they were all like, let's all do it together.
Yeah. Let's join hands and do it.
Let's ruin the last week of January for them.
Yeah. And you know what I think is, it isn't even just like I could kind of understand if it was all superhero movies or if it was all a certain
like
studio.
all of Disney.
Yeah,
exactly,
but it's Uncharted video game movie. Morbius is
so random, like
is, Marvel, thank you. Ghostbusters Afterlife is just a random one. Last Night in Soho is Edgar Wright's one, which everyone is calling out for. No Time to Die is James Bond. Kingsman is a random spy one. Peter Rabbit 2 is a kids movie, and Nobody I haven't even heard of. like
even like No Time to Die, a James Bond movie, that's been delayed like 3 times at this stage, hasn't it?
Oh, it's gonna get tiresome.
And I think they're delaying because they're scared.
No, absolutely.
I think they're scared of how bad it's gonna be.
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
Oh, just how bad it's gonna perform. You mean the actual movie quality itself?
No. Like the movie is gonna be bad. Like.
Oh.
Like it's not gonna be received well.
You think?
I think so. Yeah. Do you think?
Is there a way you were able to describe this in public without being in trouble?
I don't know. It's not that. I just think it's not gonna be good.
Okay, that's
I just think the story is of Daniel Craig's James Bond has gone on for too long.
It has. Like, no other James Bond has gone on that long.
There was one other one that went on longer. I think he's done one extra movie than Daniel Craig, but he did like 3, and then there was a break of a different James Bond, and he came back.
Was there?
We've had, yeah. I remember looking it up once because we were saying what James Bond did the most movies.
List of James Bonders. Whoa, that's not spelled James Bond at all. James Bond actors. You're right. I will 100% agree that it's gone on way too long.
Yeah, exactly. Like Sean Connery did what? 2, 4, 6, 7. That's a lot of movies.
Whoa, no.
Roger Moore did 2, 4, 6, 7 as well.
No, you're what? Wait, what? Oh wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
And Daniel Craig's only done 5.
Wow.
So like Sean Connery and Roger Moore have done 2 more than he has, but like look at I'll read out where is it? It's gone to me now. Like where is it? Sean Connery, 1962, 63, 64, 65, 67, 71, 83.
Yeah, look at it as well.
Like there was a massive gap there, 71 to 83. That's a huge gap. There was 1, 2, 3, 4. Like Roger Moore was in between. All of Roger Moore's movies were in between Sean Connery's 6th and last one.
Yeah, there's one other one. A Few Two Kills after Sean Connery one. Yeah, like
and they were every year. They were a yearly thing. Daniel Craig 06, 08, 12, 15, 21.
Yeah.
That's why it feels like he's been around for so long.
Yeah, I guess so.
They're so spread out.
And look, also the original Bonds are just good because they're old, campy, greyed out, fucking old style action films. There,
exactly.
They were just good.
Yeah, and I'm not like Daniel Craig is one of the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
James Bond, don't get me wrong.
He's tired of it now.
oh, he hates being James Bond. He
Yeah.
hates it. He just doesn't want to do it anymore. The only reason he's doing one more is because one, they gave him a fat check, and two, it was because I think it's like the 25th year anniversary.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
James
I
Bond
can't remember
25,
what it
yeah.
was. And they were just literally like, we don't want to have a new Bond for this. We want to have like potentially the best Bond we've ever had. Do
Yeah.
that
I-
anniversary one.
Yeah, I don't know if he would be the best. I don't know who I would call the best at the same time. It would
They're so
certainly be.
different.
Yeah.
They're all very different Bonds.
I always had a soft spot for Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
Yeah, always. I love those two movies.
Roger Moore is very good.
I do. Oh yeah. In fairness, there hasn't been a character that has had so many good variations of it. Like so many.
yeah.
Like Doctor No is good. I'll read through all 26 of them. I love Doctor No. I love From Russia with Love. Goldfinger, Thunderball is good as well. Well, Thunderball is good. There was an original Casino Royale with David Niven. I don't really remember it.
No, I don't
No.
remember either.
No, You Only Live Twice is good. Our Majesty's Secret Service, that's George Lazenby. Diamonds Are Forever is great. Live Let Die is great. Mount Gold Gun, Spy Who Love Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, all great. Never Say Never Again is alright, I think. Octopus is good. A View to a Kill is great. And Living Daylights is great. License to Kill is great. GoldenEye is okay. Tomorrow Never Dies is there. The World Is Not Enough is worse. Die Another Day is horrible. Like Casino Royale.
Pierce Brosnan was not great.
No, it wasn't. But I wouldn't even say necessarily it was because of Pierce Brosnan. It wasn't.
The script wasn't great.
The script was shit.
But like they just like James Bond movies don't miss.
Oh no.
Like, well, they rarely miss. Obviously, they
Rarely.
miss with Pierce Brosnan, but like they hit, and they hit it good. Like Casino Royale. Like recently, I'm thinking like recently here.
Yeah.
Casino Royale was great. Quantum of
Awesome.
Silence, great. Skyfall, great. Spectre, great. No Time to Die though, not gonna be great though.
Yeah. I
don't think
so.
so. I think if it would have came out when it was meant to come out, I know it's hard to ask them for it to come out when, like, no one's gonna buy it or go see it in the cinema. I do think it would have done better, and I think that's the issue with delaying stuff. I think that's why Wonder Woman got a big hit too, because it was like,
Yeah.
you start to build up a hype for it to just stop and then come back later on. It's very hard to pick it up again.
Mm.
Like with the No Time to Die, we had the whole like, it's his last movie, like he's coming back, like we thought he was like done, and like we're gonna have a new Bond coming in this movie, like, or like the next next person to take over the 007 role or whatever. And then it was kind of like, it was kind of building hype, and the trailer was pretty cool, and now it's been delayed twice,
Mm.
and I think that's what's gonna kill it. I could be wrong though.
It could be unreal. I don't know. It'll never live up to the older ones.
I don't think so.
It won't even live up to Casino Royale. People don't even like. A lot of people don't actually like Quantum Solace. I do. I love Quantum Solace.
Oh, that's great.
I do love Quantum Solace. I could be wrong actually saying
Skyfall's my favorite one though.
that. Skyfall's unreal.
Yeah, that how like the song was just brilliant for it. I think.
That's the thing. That's the other thing about fucking James Bond.
Oh, bangers!
But nearly every single one of them are fucking unreal.
They got absolute bangers. But yeah, I don't know. And like, who is going to be the next Bond? That's a debate for another day.
I wish they just stopped.
Give us a break for a little while,
Yeah.
but they won't.
I mean, theoretically, we
'Cause-
got a break for 6 years.
Yeah,
Now.
in theory.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. They
Yeah,
won't
like
stop because they know we're stupid enough to go watch them anyway.
Yeah. I was going to say something like how. I like how last episode we were complaining about how we just want more original things. Like more original stories and stuff like that. And there's 26 movies of the same character. But all are fucking brilliant. But I think I was just trying to mull over my head as to why they're so good. It's because all of them are so different.
They are different. Like, it's the same but different. Like, we have the same thing of like, guy called James Bond. There's a woman called M. There's a bad guy. Let's go. That's literally the whole plot of James Bond. And like when the new James Bond comes out, it's gonna be the exact
same.
thing, but different. That's
But
the
different.
thing. For some reason, just having a different face as the Bond, and because all these actors are so different,
Yeah.
like you don't look at them and be like, oh, they all kind of do the same thing. They're very different in their own right,
Hmm.
and that's what makes the movie so different, but yet so similar.
So it's incredibly similar. Same story, different faces, just as good.
Exactly.
But you hinted there actually that you saw Wonder
Yes,
Woman.
I saw Wonder Woman, right? I originally told you I gave it a 7.5. Yeah,
You did, yeah.
I'm going back and giving it a 7. Giving it
Okay.
a 7 because it's not as good as the first one, and the first one's like a 7.5.
Okay.
So it's a 7. Now, it got a lot of slack.
It got
It,
a
it's
lot.
it's very divided. You know, there's a lot of people that really liked it, and there's a lot of people that just hated it, and then there's no one in the middle.
There is no one in the middle.
It's literally like you either really liked it or just hated the thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good. You
Yeah.
know, I thought it was really, really good. Like the whole '80s vibe was great,
Yeah.
and just Pedro Pascal was on a different level of acting, man.
We love Pedro.
That man stole the movie. Anyone else to play that character, movie's not great.
Oh,
It was
well,
just
yeah.
his acting was great in it, and like it was just phenomenal. So good.
I just
Good
love Pedro Pascal.
storyline too, though. Oh,
Yeah?
Pedro Pascal, yeah, great.
Let's
The
love
storyline is interesting, and it's kind of like it develops more of the Wonder Woman character.
Okay.
It adds like, yeah, it kind of humanizes her a little more in this one.
Yeah, she's always been a humanizing character.
Yeah, but the one thing I won't say what it was because we're doing spoiler free.
Okay, we'll give a minor spoiler alarm, isn't? There it is.
Smile, just in case.
Just in case.
The thing that DC always does is brings a character in way too late and takes him away way too fast.
They do that
that's-
a lot.
And it happened again in this one.
Oh shit.
This character was literally in it for 10 minutes, and that was it. And it's really annoying because this character is really cool. But I won't
think-
say who it was.
Yeah, don't. I think I know what you're talking about because I haven't seen. But
Yeah.
Oh shit. Do they not learn?
But like, I hate that. Like, I know, like, I did think when I first saw this character, I was like, oh, okay, that was pretty cool. Like, because they've been building it up the whole movie. But then at the end, they take it away. They literally just take it away, and they're like, and you're like, okay, so I'm never gonna see this character again. Cool.
Brilliant.
And I'm just like, why would you do this? You literally set up the next movie for yourself, and then kicked yourself while you were down. And
Like
that's
they did-
and that's why I didn't give it above a 7.5.
Ah, okay. They did the same thing in the other one, didn't they? They like the character.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
They did the same thing in fucking Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice with fucking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking fucker
Yeah.
Doomsday.
Great.
It's a loud silence. You there? Hey, it's been a fucking while since we got disconnected on this. Oh, time to put in that jingle.
Can you hear me?
Gotcha now.
Okay. I hope it's working. It says it's still connecting.
You back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, sorry, I asked that question weirdly.
It says it's connecting,
Okay.
but I can hear you and you can hear me.
Yeah.
So just keep going.
we
Keep
we
going.
back? We back? Okay, we're good. Okay, this is
We're good. We're good.
it's been a while since that's happened.
Okay.
But anyway, the same thing happened in fucking Dawn of Justice, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking fucker. He is. He's a stupid looking. Like I remember. One of the graphic novels I used to read in the when I was young was the Death of Superman, and that has Doomsday, and he's fucking awesome in it. He looks so cool,
Yeah.
he looks so intimidating. Then you see this looking fuck, that's just a little scaly bastard who crawled out of a manhole cover. And you're like, what is that? And then he's gone before anything else happens.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that. I hate why did DC have all these so cool characters and they literally use them for 10 minutes and be like, oh, see ya. Like, you're never gonna see them. Why?
Let's just look at the most popular, we can say DC to an extent. It's more a Nolan verse superhero movies of the Dark Knight trilogy. Every
Yeah.
single one of them had their villain present for most of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. We have Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow in the first one.
Yep.
And we've the Joker, which is massive. Yet a lot of people do complain about like Two-Face being in there for a little bit, but I think that portrayal of Two-Face was done well,
Yeah. Oh, I love Aaron Eckhart.
because I think it was done well. It was literally, he wasn't meant to be a villain that takes over the city. He was just meant to be. He was meant to be the hero, but live long enough to see himself become the villain.
And he was also supposed to be. He was just being used. He wasn't actually the main villain. He was just being used by the Joker as well.
Exactly. He was used and he was angry, and that was it.
That was it. Yeah, it was perfect.
It was perfect. Yeah, exactly. And then we have obviously Bane, which
Yeah,
was in the
and
whole
Talia
movie.
al Ghul to an extent, but
And
mostly
Talia al
Bane.
Ghul to an extent. But that was more of like, I think the way they brought Talia al Ghul at the end was a great link to the first one.
Yeah,
Like it brought the whole trilogy to a circle. And that's
Yeah,
why
so-
that's when DC did it right.
yeah, and it
then
wasn't even
these
necessarily
new ones
DC. It was
are
just
just-
Christopher Nolan doing it right.
Exactly. And
Was it
then now
Nolan?
these
It's Nolan,
was,
right?
Yeah, it was Nolan.
Just
Yeah.
making sure. I don't know why I got weirded out there.
And then like these like Batman vs Superman, I don't think it necessarily happens in Wonder Woman, the first one.
To an extent,
Aquaman.
I think the villain isn't well used. I think is people's main
Yeah,
complaint.
like what was it? It was like Zeus or Hades or something, was it?
Was it?
Hades. I think it was Hades in the first one.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it's Hades.
Don't know.
But in this second one, they definitely fucked up. Unless it's this character's still in it, we'll see this character again. I don't think so. By the way it ended,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like, it's just a way of like, come on, it was so cool.
Hmm.
Because I don't think I've ever seen this character ever, bar like cartoons.
Yeah. As far as I know,
Just
they
like-
did it like there was. It's like, oh, it's a nice old homage to the original Wonder Woman stuff.
Yeah, it's really hard not like doing these like no spoilies.
I know, right?
It's really hard. It's really hard to avoid the spoiling anything.
Yeah, I mean, we gave a minor alert, so you might get one in. If not, just censor it.
Now I won't say the character.
You
But-
don't.
Just watch it, and then you'll know. You know exactly what I'm on about.
Yeah, God. If you will watch after hearing all the fucking reviews on it.
I think why I enjoyed it so much was because I went in with it like this gonna be
Excuse
trash,
Yeah.
and it wasn't trash.
You did a similar thing with Solo.
Exactly what I did with Solo.
You went into it with the lowest expectations possible. Okay, I was like, that was good.
yeah, exactly. Because like if you go in with the lowest thing, like zero cares, you might be surprised, or you'll just be like, yeah, I was right.
Yeah, it's the pessimistic outlook. You're either surprised by the outcome or you're proven right.
Exactly.
Which is exactly how I'm going to be going into Jurassic World Dominion if I fucking do. I really want to go down to that. I'm literally only doing it so I can see Sam Neill. I love him.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah, we'll briefly touch on a new trailer,
Yeah.
teaser we got for a movie, Godzilla vs Kong.
Did
you watch it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
Watch the trailer.
yeah.
What do you think?
like, I don't know. I really don't know. I
I don't
don't.
know
I don't
either.
know if I care anymore,
Yeah.
which is sad because I just love monster movies. I love big bites and shit
Yeah,
like
I
that.
love King Kong and I love Godzilla.
But I just don't care about this.
I like one thing I've always hated in these movies is the whole like a fucking word that sentence they use. I hate it. It's the one that's like, "This was never our world. It was theirs. It was just a matter of time before they take it back." I'm just like, can we just stop with that sentence?
Yeah.
Like it's so overused. We've heard it every single Godzilla movie. Can we just stop?
Yeah. Fair
Can
enough
we
if it's
stop
the
using that
tagline,
fucking
but don't
word?
make it a fucking quote.
Like the first word you hear in the trailer is that.
Mm.
And it's literally like, can we just stop with this? That's just
It
me. I don't like that.
it looks kind of stupid.
It
I'll be the first. I'll be one of the first people to say it. It looks kind of stupid.
it feels like they are doing a literally like Godzilla versus our champion.
Yeah.
Like this is the guy we've had in the back pocket and we're ready to put him out against your champion. It's literally like a champion v champion. If King Kong wins, the humans take over the world. And I'm just like, what's going on here?
Yeah. I don't understand it because the whole point of Godzilla King of Monsters is that we use Godzilla to save us, and now this whole thing is feel like King Kong is the one that's going to actually save us. And I just don't understand that. It feels like it's all over the place. I am like, because the first Godzilla with Bryan Cranston was really good. It was a really cool, more grittier. It's almost scarier
Yeah,
take on the whole Godzilla thing. And then the next one, the King of Monsters, when it was just Godzilla, it was fucking unreal. I do actually like that movie, but I do hate the human parts of it. Not
yeah,
necessarily the acting in it, because Ken Watanabe's in it as well. There's a few other characters, there's a few other actors in it that I do love too. One or two are well wasted, and then it's just, again, you know how I feel about one particular actor.
no, yeah. But like even Godzilla looks like fucking 20 stories bigger than King Kong. Like,
Yeah, in all of them, and then in this, he's the same size.
yeah, like also it's called they call him Kong, which leads me to believe that Kong is gonna win and they're gonna call him King Kong.
Oh yeah,
That's how it's gonna end.
well,
Like,
yeah.
because they're calling him Kong. They're calling him, oh, Kong, Kong, Kong. They're gonna have him win against Godzilla,
Yeah.
and they're just gonna be like, "Oh, King Kong," and it's just gonna be like panning out, and the movie ends.
Yeah, that's it. Oh
People
yeah,
chanting King Kong, King Kong.
but then that doesn't do justice to the older movies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like even back to
Like how
39.
how can like he takes his breath like that fucking atomic blast thing that Godzilla does
Yeah.
to the chest, and he's like, "I'm okay, let's fight." But in the other movies, like a couple of planes take him down.
Yeah, fucking exactly. In the other ones, he's on top. A few biplanes come across and shoot him in the back a few times, and he falls off. And apparently, Beauty killed the beast. But even before that, they knock him out. If a radiation blast into the chest doesn't put a fucking hole through him, why does knockout? Does fucking tranquilizers take him down?
Exactly. Like he takes this massive like nuclear thing to the chest, and he's like, "Come at me," but jeez, don't shoot me with a plane.
Oh jeez,
Maybe too much.
Don't too far.
Too much. Too much.
God,
Is
isn't
Millie
it?
Bobby Brown in this again?
Sorry.
Is Millie Bobby Brown in this?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I saw her in the trailer, but she wasn't really in it.
Good.
Very subtle.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I have to get rid of that bit.
Good.
Good. I'm just not a big fan of her at the moment. Hopefully, actually, no. Okay, I say that. I hope this is the movie where I change my opinion of it. But I doubt it. Bambi meets Godzilla is a movie that exists. No, he's gone again. Here comes. Oh, he's back again.
Hello?
Hi, yeah. I was gonna start singing. Did you hear my exclamation?
Go ahead, don't. Go ahead. Sing.
No, fuck off. It's for special occasions.
Hey, what are you saying?
That Bambi meets Godzilla is a real movie.
That's gonna be like a 30-second movie. That would be a very dark film.
Okay, hang on. First off, initial release 1969. Director Marv Newland. Screenplay Marv Newland. Producer Marv Newland. Cinematography Marv Newland. It's less than 2 minutes long, and is listed as 38 in the 50 greatest cartoons.
Jesus, must be good.
Oh,
surely
my
surely
God.
Godzilla eats Bambi.
You're on the right track. She just crushes
For
them.
sure. Oh yes, that's what I was going with. That's why I was like, it's 30 seconds. He doesn't even realize Bambi's in the movie. It's just like squish.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally it. Just squishes them. Sorry. Anyway, this is
Maybe delayed again. Just read that.
King Kong.
No, Black Widow
Oh, yeah,
again.
yeah. Another one for you.
Out of
Now it's up to 10.
Yeah, it's up to 10 exactly. Yeah.
I can't find when the original King Kong was released. Oh, 1933. That's close enough for 39, actually. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's going to... I'd much rather the older style of those movies where the King Kong was just a giant ape. That was it.
Yeah.
It wasn't special, besides the fact he was, like, 20 meters high. It was, like, that's it. Because that's why I love the Peter Jackson one so much. That movie is honestly great up until they go to New York. And then it gets kind of weird.
It gets really weird.
Yeah.
No,
well, I guess they
that's
kind of
what
had to
that
do
is
that
really
ending
great,
too.
Yeah, it's the classic ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have high hopes for it. Which is weird because, like, I feel like the last really good, like, proper, actually good, leaving out the Godzilla movie, like, the first Pacific Rim was great because it was just giant robots fighting giant monsters. It was awesome. It was brilliant. It was cool. Had a banging soundtrack too. I just went for it, and it was just fun. It was good. This is too deep. This just gets too up its own ass and goes, oh, this is, again, that line you fucking hate. Stop that. Show the big things hit each other.
Let them go at it.
Let the monkey hit the lizard. I don't care about the human revolutions.
Give me a
Relations.
30 to 45 minute movie of just King Kong swinging through the jungle and Godzilla appears out of the water and they fight. Just forget about the humans. Just let them go at it. Just let them go at it. Can we stop with these characters?
Yeah, I don't mind them being there, but again, like, that's what I loved about the Peter Jackson one, was they were literally just a camera crew. They just went, they wanted to film a movie, and it was like, oh, we found this big thing, let's get greedy and bring it back. They were just fucking human.
Yeah.
Oh, there weren't some, I don't know.
Although I did enjoy the new Kong movie.
Yeah, apparently that was good too, but that's along the similar lines of, like, these people just go to it. They're not some...
and they made him massive in this one.
They did.
In that film. They made him huge.
I still need to watch it. I really need... It's Skull Island, wasn't it?
Yeah, Scott Island, yeah.
Yeah, I still need to see it, because it's on Netflix, because if so, I might watch that soon.
I wouldn't say so.
I won't say so either. Skull Island. Constant, 2017. But, like, yeah. No, YouTube.
No. You can watch Rampage, though.
I've seen that. Not like right.
It's okay.
Again, it's just a stupid movie where you see big things hit each other.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah. We have to wait and see.
Exactly. I think that's it.
On to that good stuff.
Onto the Havato games.
Oh, the games, fucking hell! What? Like, where do we even start with this one? We have a load of shit.
What do we say? I'll start us off though.
Go.
Xbox.
No. Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
The biggest turnaround I've seen in a long while.
The fastest U-turn.
Jesus.
It was so fast.
Like, it was a day?
less than 24 hours.
Oh Jesus!
It was mad. For those that don't know what we're on about,
First off,
Xbox,
if you don't know what we're on about, you're not supposed to be here listening to gaming news.
um, Xbox came out and said that they were going to increase the Xbox Live price by 50%, up to €90 a year.
Yeah.
Which, by the turnaround,
Wasn't
no
a good
one
idea.
agreed with.
No one.
No one was happy about this news. Even
Absolute-
we were saying that it was ridiculous that they would even like think of this.
Yeah.
Of,
No, like we had
it's
Game
just
Pass,
money
so
grabbing.
yeah, because we have Game Pass. So at first we're like, I know it's won't affect us, but it's still it's a horrible decision to do something like this. So okay,
Yeah.
first off, yeah, it was a horrible decision to do in the first place. I'm also happy that they listened and were like, okay, we'll take it down.
Yeah, I like that. I like that too.
Because I've always felt Microsoft listen a bit more. Look what happened with Sony. They released this fucking, oh, we're going to monitor your parties and shit like that. And people started getting banned and people complained about it, but they kept it up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like the fact, yeah, it was the fastest U-turn I've ever seen, but
Ever.
it was a good U-turn
It's a good one, though.
because it was literally like they actually listened to what we were asking them
Yeah.
to do. Like they were like, "We're doing this," and everyone was like, "No." And
No,
you're
you're
like,
not.
Okay, fair enough.
They're like, okay, we won't. And I was like, thank you. This was easy, wasn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'm happy they didn't do it because it also shows like they care, you know.
Yeah.
Because when they did it, I was like, "What the fuck? This is bad form." And then when they changed it back, I was like, "There you go."
I was like, oh yeah, never mind. Right, okay, that's fine. Because I'll always maintain the Xbox and Microsoft community has always been much more approachable than the Sony one.
Mm-hmm. It really has.
Like
Like,
even
they
just the
actually do
social
listen.
aspects of the Xbox itself.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just glad they didn't do it.
I'm just glad I didn't do it as well. It was a good decision not to, bad decision to do, but good decision to listen.
Yeah, and like we were saying, they can do like a tier system with Game Pass. Get rid of Xbox Live, because I think that's what they're trying to do. Just have
Yeah.
people use Game Pass rather than Xbox Live. Just have a tier system for Game Pass, where if you don't want to be paying for Ultimate, they used to have a Game Pass and a Game Pass Ultimate,
Yeah,
and then they got rid of the normal Game Pass.
yeah,
Have a tier system.
yeah.
Of,
It's not that hard. Did it in the
Exactly.
past with Xbox Live Silver and Gold.
Exactly, yeah. So like they could do that rather than just trying to force people onto it, you know?
Yeah,
Because that's what they were trying to do.
yeah. It was money grabbing in the end.
Yeah.
Just
Fast
money
future
grabbing.
though.
Very fast. But again,
It's
it
incredible.
still shows that big companies will still listen.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. Talking about big companies coming out with shit that may surprise fans is, have you heard of the Valve announcement?
The Valve, no.
So you know what Valve is, yeah? The company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for people who don't know, they're the people who did like Left 4 Dead 3, Half-Life 2, all those big games that everyone knows about.
Yeah.
And they've just out of nowhere just kind of turned around, and I think it's the guy himself, yeah, Gabe Newell, just turns around and says that there's games in development that they're going to be announcing soon. Now, sadly, it's like not going to be a Portal 3, not going to be a Half-Life 3, apparently they're just still memes, but still, let's get something out of this.
Yeah, and the thing that he said, games.
Games, yeah, that's my thing, it's games.
Like, not a game, multiple.
Not a game. Multiple things coming out about this.
Yeah, very exciting. Because they make great games.
They do. They like again. Sorry, I just saw a pop up come up, and it's Warzone, and they're using the CR56 AMAX, my favorite now weapon, and I just got taken away. Yeah, it's multiple games. It's not just that one, and
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, just
Oh.
what could they be coming out with?
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm dead excited. It's hang on, it's Fun to Ship Games was great to be back. Yeah, because like some of the people are talking about how it's good to be back doing single player games. So it's like, yeah, it's like that created a lot of momentum inside the company to do more of that. Do more single player games. What were we fucking talking about 2 episodes ago?
Exactly. Yeah, do more single games.
Do more single player
We've
games.
enough multiplayer games, and I think multiplayer is the market is saturated.
Absolutely.
And it's pretty dominated by Warzone at the moment. So like,
Literally, look what did I just say. A pop up came up
yeah,
about Warzone.
like it's so hard to come up with a game, a multiplayer game that will do really really well at the moment. People are really invested in Warzone.
Yeah,
Very very invested.
very. Well, there seems to be a load of at the moment anyway, because since Valve said that, there's gonna be a load of they're thinking of first person games, not first person, single player games. We also got the developers behind Thor, not Thor Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
We might have spoke something into existence again
Why?
because they have not one but two projects in development. One being Ragnarok, one being something else.
Oh,
And do you remember what they wanted to make?
I do.
Yes.
And now that they've been announced that anyone can do it. Ooh.
Now that the thing is open,
Yeah.
you're like, come on now.
Yeah, do it.
Something's happening. And for people who don't know what we're talking about a
Mando
very
game.
specific game.
A Mandalorian
A
game.
Mandalorian game. Or something to that avail at least.
Oh yeah, in that stratosphere,
In that universe at least.
at least, yeah.
But that's just more. That's that we get, like that means another God of War is coming, so that's single player again. PS5 people will be excited.
PS5 exclusive, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, like they're welcome to that. And then we have something else by them and they've explicitly said they wanted to make some form of Star Wars game. So we get yet another fucking single player Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Like that's awesome.
I just need. They ain't coming. Ooh, okay. Ooh, so like we have, those are just some of the main ones. There's even another single player game coming out that I don't know if you even heard of.
Why is it?
I don't know if it's a rumor. It's definitely not confirmed. I don't know if it's like if it's a proper leak or what. But
Yeah.
there could be a Fallout New Vegas 2 in the works. And all I can say is, give me. Give me that game.
I mean, you would love that.
Oh, claims he has information regarding multiple new titles coming from. Like this is also it's like a Valve insider apparently, and he said that the release date is the second half of this decade, so it's not going to come for a while. You know
that's
what?
a long time.
It's a long time, but you know what? I don't care because this is the same thing we've been talking about with games since the beginning of this, since Halo happened. Take your fucking time.
I'm just gonna put it out there. So, like, you're gonna be 27.
Yeah, God, I'll still be playing.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'll be playing.
Like that's mad. That like right now we're looking at a game and we're like 7 years in the future. But like you say 7 years or like 5, 6, 7 years, and you're like, that's fine. Then when you put it to perspective, like that's mad.
Oh, it's mad. I just can't wait for it though. Take their fucking time. For the love of God, just take your time.
Do. Take your time. Don't rush it.
Don't rush it. Don't be what happened with Cyberpunk happen again.
Yeah.
don't have what happened with Halo happen, where you release a tech demo and people are like, what the hell? But do happen what happened with Halo, of release something and people get blown away for like the second time around. Like, I'm still excited for Halo Infinite to come out. I can't wait for Halo Infinite to come out because of the new things we saw not too long ago with the multiplayer maps. If that's exactly what this game is going to look like, fucking yes.
Yeah, and like I don't understand. Like these gaming companies spend years and years and years and years developing these games. Why do they try and rush it?
Yeah,
Like 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 with the Halo thing, that it didn't look great. There are how many people working on this? Hundreds
oh,
and hundreds of thousands, thousands
thousands.
at least. And no one was like, "Hey, this doesn't look great."
Yeah,
Like no one.
no one apparently.
Come on.
Yeah,
Like just for the sake of releasing it, just be like, "Yo, this doesn't look great. Let's touch it up." And
yeah,
once it's ready, then you start releasing shit. Don't be like, "Okay, when do we think it's gonna be ready?" October. Great. We'll release it now.
yeah,
And like we'll start announcing it now and start showing everyone now. No, when it's ready is when you don't see like a movie. We don't get a trailer for a movie till the movie is basically done.
yeah,
Like it's basically wrapped up, done, ready to go. The only thing is you might have a few reshoots of a couple of scenes, and that's it.
yeah.
But we we don't like they start filming today and we get a trailer tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not like fucking Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
We got a trailer about
Yeah.
6 years ago at this point, and we didn't get a game for 5 years. It's not like a movie's gonna get a trailer, and like we might get a teaser or a leak that a movie is being thought up of, and then 6 or 7 years later we get it. But it's just different.
Very different.
Yeah,
But
you're
yeah,
dead
just
right.
just don't rush it. Take your time. Do right. Like we want you to succeed just as much as you want to succeed. So
Yeah,
we're willing to wait.
we're willing to wait. We're like, they do put themselves like CD Projekt Red put themselves under a lot of pressure releasing that tech demo back in 2015. If
Yeah.
they didn't, if they just, and then they put even more pressure, constantly giving us deadlines of that. They just constantly put more pressure on themselves, more and more and more as it went on. Don't do what fuck, do what Atomic Heart did. They just released one thing, dropped off the face of the fucking earth, and then came back a week ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we're like, yeah, here's all this type of stuff to keep you guys interested in this game that you thought just didn't happen anymore. And the
Yeah.
first thing that we did was like, holy shit, this looks great.
Exactly. Like if I was CD Projekt Red, right? And I'm like 5 years ago I released this tech demo. And it's great. People liked it. People look forward to it. So great. We go ahead with it. And then it's coming to the end where we're nearly ready. And then a new console is coming out. I wait a year
Yeah,
and make it an exclusive for next gen.
yeah,
Like if Cyberpunk was solely PS5 and Xbox One exclusive, you can't get it on Xbox. Xbox Series X. And you can't get it on Xbox One or PS4. Game does not get as much slack as it did.
no, because it's set for that.
Yeah, the reason this game got so much slack is because how bad it looked on current gen or
Yeah,
last
I've
gen
ranted
now,
about this
whatever.
game so often. I've raved. I love Cyberpunk, but I couldn't play it on current gen. It hurt me. Like genuinely, it actually affected me. I had to turn it off because my head started swimming. My eyes hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, just wait, just make it an exclusive or wait a little bit longer, where most people have this game. I mean, the
Mm.
new consoles, and you can just be like, okay, here's the game, and it's just exclusive to that as well. Just make
Yeah,
it an exclusive. If you're not able to make it good for last gen, don't.
yeah. Now look, like we all know what happens when leaks happen. People get like Simon starts to build and all this type of stuff. But even like I know, and I also know the bigger a company is, the more likely a leak is going to occur.
Yeah,
But even then, like with this, like the perfect example is actually this Fallout New Vegas 2. If that leak is true, like excitement is already starting to build. But we've been asking, like, when did like New Vegas came out ages ago? I'm surprised it was not over 10 years old at this point.
I think it is.
I'm almost willing to put money on it. That it is over a day. Why are you showing me Fallout New Vegas and 76, but not
2010,
New Vegas? 10, yeah. So it's almost 11 years ago at this point, and now we have this new title that people are obviously going to be excited for it.
Yeah.
But this type of
exactly.
league at least doesn't put pressure on them. It'll make people. It might make the company go, okay, we'll put more effort into it.
Yeah. But, yeah, exactly. It'll be like, okay, people are excited. We'll dedicate a little more to it.
Yeah.
Budget-wise or
leak at
whatever
least.
wise.
That's
Yeah.
like that. Like leaks are unintentional, or well, or on
Well,
what's the word for it? The company wide, it may be unintentional, and like it might just be an insider trying to make some good money off it and stuff like that.
yeah.
But what CD Projekt Red did wasn't a leak; it was them releasing something, and we're like, yeah, here it is.
Exactly.
Get ready to
yeah.
wait.
It's like Dead Island 2.
Yeah.
They released like a trailer, and a very good trailer. How many years ago?
Oh, almost the same length.
7 years at this stage, and
Dead
still nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you should release a trailer until it's nearly ready.
Yeah.
Like, when you release a trailer, we should be waiting no more than 2 years for the game.
Yeah.
You know?
A 5-year-old build. That's wrong. Sorry. I did review it. June 14, 2014.
Yeah. That's nearly 7 years.
7, yeah, dead on, fair play.
So exactly, like, and we've nothing. We don't even have a projected release date on it.
No, still TBA
TBD.
actually. For some reason.
If it's still alive, I know they said that it is, but I don't know if it is. But yeah, just don't release stuff till you're ready.
Like, if these images of things that were made back in 2015 are like to be believed, and if all this is to just be refined and built upon more, it'd be an awesome game for anyone who's into zombie apocalypse games and co-op and shit like that. It'd be awesome
yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
But come on, get something. And Biomutant as well is a similar thing. When they released the thing ages ago, but at least now we're starting to get a bit more information about it. It was the same with Atomic Heart as well. Released ages ago, nothing happened, and then it just came.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just cop on.
Just don't put you're under enough pressure from leaks and hype from these leaks to make a good game. Don't put more pressure on yourself by giving yourself deadlines. You literally make the game. You literally run the company. Just take your time. I know it costs money to pay your staff. I know it costs money to run everything. I know it costs a shit ton of money to make a game. That will be made back when the game comes out and is good. But it has to be good. Not like CD Projekt Red, where they made their money back in fucking floods, but then they give it all back because it was shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just just cop on.
Yeah. And don't I always find funny is when Rogue Squadron came out, like there was no leaks about that game. There was nothing.
I don't like when I first heard about that game. I was like, "Oh, it's coming out," and I didn't realize it was out till not recently, but like a while ago. But I was like, "Oh, it's out."
Yeah, I was the same.
Trash.
Yeah, because when I saw it was released, I was like, "Oh, wait, that wasn't a trailer. That was literally the game releasing."
I was like, "Oh, it's a trailer, and that's it." And I was like, okay, that's coming out in a while. And then I saw it on like EA Access or something like that, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's out.
Oh, tier. Yeah, and yeah, again, it was shit apparently unless you have a VR headset, where then it's kind of cool because you're in the cockpit of an
Yeah.
X-wing. But apparently, it's if you just play Battlefront 2, either one of them, the original or the new one, it's the space battles in that are much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Battlefront 2, there was I forgot to mention it last week. There was a rumor, not really a rumor actually. It's also kind of a leak that we could be getting a Battlefront 3.
Yeah, I did see that.
Now, make it
What?
like the original Battlefront 2, but Battlefront
Okay.
3, awesome. Let's just combine the good shit of the original Battlefront 2 with the cool shit of the current Battlefront 2, because the current Battlefront 2 is awesome.
It is. It's pretty cool.
It's such
Really
a good.
fun.
It's so cool, but the original Battlefront 2 is something else.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. I feel like I don't think they should release another one.
I don't
Not
think
for a
so
while,
either.
especially because all these other Star Wars things are going to start coming out because people like that whole deal is over.
Yeah.
So you're gonna unless like you release it now before all these other games starts coming out, because otherwise you're gonna struggle to get people to buy this.
Because unless it is going to be the filler for the multiplayer section of, if all the other ones are single player games, but you still want this kind of big dramatic battles you can have multiplayer,
Yeah.
like 120 something people in a game, then they can fill in that, and it's perfect because I trust EA to make a good game like that. Like, look at the Battlefields, look at the Battlefields.
Yeah, they make them good.
And apparently there was also a thing where the like Battlefield 6 is gonna have 126 player matches.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh
The
yes,
fuck.
yes, please.
Like, how many was in the original? It was
64.
64,
Yeah,
and then we
twice
had
as many.
a bit more in 1 and 5.
Yeah, like nearly like in around like 80.
I want to say it's even a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure, but like, since they're looking at these big enough scale battles, it's just back to their original ways of doing shit. And yes, just give me a modern. Well, just go back and listen to last week's podcast if you want to hear about what we have to say about Battlefield 6. But yeah, you're right. There's so much Star Wars stuff coming out that if it's to be released, it either has to be its own thing or it has to be soon.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can only wait. So much shit's coming.
A lot's coming down the pipeline. A lot of exciting stuff.
The Last of Us 2 director wants to make a Punisher Vinerogum.
A vineral game?
I think I just died. Video
Vinerogum?
game. Videogum. The Last of Us 2 director wants to make a Punisher video game.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too.
Punisher is awesome.
Punisher's awesome, and The Last of Us would be a really cool style for a Punisher style video game. That type of gritty. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, it's just a gritty, close action type of
Yeah.
style of game for, because that's what I think what people liked about the show as well. It was really gritty, and it was just the Punisher really. So I'd be alright with that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Right. I think that's it. But just before we wrap it up,
Oh.
I have a question.
Oh no. I
No,
hate when you
more
have
of a
questions.
I don't think it's necessarily a question.
Okay.
But it's more of just a statement, and I want to know your input into it. Right.
I'm worried.
The other day there was a massive Warzone tournament. Right.
Oh yeah.
To $250,000 for the winner.
Jesus.
Right, massive. But like now, because you can do private lobbies, they were doing that. They just put everyone into a lobby, and you played, I think, 3 or 4 games, and whoever had the most kills won. Right. after like game 2, everyone wanted a replay because one of the streamers, he was streaming this, got caught hacking.
What?
Right?
Every
Can
time.
clearly be seen hacking. Right? Locking onto people. And a pretty well known streamer. And now a big streamers like Nick Merckx are like, I'm never taking part in a Warzone tournament again until they actually have an anti-hack system.
Yeah.
Why don't they have an anti-hack system?
Yeah.
And especially in a tournament. Especially in a tournament worth $250,000.
Yeah. Like,
Come on.
what? There's BattleEye out there for a lot of Ubisoft. I know Rainbow Six use BattleEye, and that usually catches them a good bit. There's loads of software out there that is for this. We are constantly being hit with these things. Yeah, with hackers in Warzone.
And you can report them and nothing will happen. They'll
Nothing.
go on. Like, I was listening to I think it was Nick Merckx or like Tim the Tatman were in a game and they got killed by a hacker, and then they were talking to the hacker after the game. And they were like, why do you hack? And he was like, oh, because I was killed by hackers, so I hack now. And they were like, well, how much do you pay? And they pay, I think it was like $50 a month to have this system. A month!
What's the point?
$50 a month to hack and win a game? Come on.
A fucking war.
And he said he was doing it for about 6 months.
That's
How is he not
€300.
banned yet? How is he not banned yet? Come on.
Yeah, like there's plenty of times, and it might sound like we're just like trying to lessen the fact that we get killed in Warzone a lot. We do, and a lot of times it's stupid. But there's plenty of times where we're like, that's not right. Like I will jump through something and lock
Flick
directly
onto
onto
you.
your head, or like that's
Yeah.
completely bullshit.
Now, some people are lucky like that. You have moments like that where you just lock onto them.
Absolutely.
Some of them are not on.
There's plenty of times where I get a kill. I'm like, I'm getting reported for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But nothing happens.
Anyway, nothing happens. They should do something, man.
No,
Anyway.
sticking on that for things, we still have like 1 or 2 minutes. I also hate how the reporting system in Warzone works. Because there's so many times, even just in normal multiplayer, where I'll hear a guy absolutely go off at someone, saying racial slurs here and there. I'm like, I want to report this guy for misconduct and all that type of stuff. And it's not there. It's exploiting,
it's not
cheating,
there, yeah.
and boosting. I'm like, that's fucking nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all.
No, like other games will have that. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And like Halo, I loved how Halo used to do. If you got team killed by a guy, you could kick them, because people would start griefing. I'm like, yeah, kick them. Fuck that. I hate how the system works in Call of Duty at the moment.
Yeah, like they should have like hacking, boosting, and whatever the other one was, and an other, and then you can type in what it was.
Yeah.
Or even just have a online, like on your website, a thing where you can go report and upload a clip.
Yeah.
And they can literally just have a couple of people reading these reports and look at the clip and like, yeah, that guy's hacking. What's his name? Let's ban him right now.
Yeah,
It's that easy.
It's piss easy. Yeah.
But yeah, we've been killed by many hackers.
Hmm.
And many more.
Many more. It's not done yet.
Nope.
But yeah. That's that.
Anyways, that's that. That's episode 12. We're flying
12,
through
yeah.
this.
Getting there.
We're getting there. Anyway.
Anyways.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.